Welcome to the Safe Wheel live stream where I share my real P&L on 3 accounts and teach my proprietary Safe Wheel options trade system for free. Please type in the chat that you can hear me okay. I want to make sure my audio is working. Let me check my chat here. Also, I'm going to assume that you can hear me. Post any questions that you might have right now. That way, before I end the broadcast, I can get to those. And any questions about options trading in general. You can hear me. Great. Thank you, guys. Anything about options trading in general, or specifically about the safe wheel, I'll answer any question that you have there. Okay. So first, I have a special announcement. I want to have a special invitation for a free training that I'm conducting later this week on Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And on this training, I'm going to reveal the trading plan that grew my account by 85% in just 18 months. And I'm also giving away not one, but two unique edges that you can leverage to reliably grow your account. And this will be the first time I'm revealing the inner workings of this proprietary trading system. So you don't want to miss out. To get the early bird notification, to get on that list, be one of the first people invited to this free training, simply head to real-pl.com/edge. That's real-pl.com/edge. I also put a link in the description for that. Okay. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do is go over the earnings edge. You guys can see my screen here. You can see my account is at $9,252. And let me bring the spreadsheet over. The earnings edge, right? Okay, so last week, what happened? None of the stocks fit through the filters. There weren't very many stocks coming into earnings last week, and the few that were that fit, none of them fit through all the filters. So my record since the inception of this is 32.17 and 6, but since I did my latest update, which is the latest system, it's 11, 10, and 3. My average win is 1,070, and my average loss is about $450. So you can see that, my win-loss ratio is about 50%, but my winners are larger than my losers. And also, since in 2022, did about 63%, where the S&P did minus 19. And so far, since in 2023, you can see that the earnings edge 13.15. Let's see what the S&P is, or what the SPY is trading at right now. 436.47, 436. Okay, so you can see that the S&P is up 14. This particular trade system's up 13. But overall, since I started trading it in 2022, up 85%, with the S&P down 8%. So the S&P is actually down 8% since the beginning of 2022. And that is the earnings edge. Okay, let's get into the Premier Level 5. What's going on with that? Let me get into this. Premier Level 5, you can see 34,874 is the balance. You can see that I trade options on the ES, /ES. Let's bring in the spreadsheet here. What was that number? 34,884. 34,884. And 436.47. All right. So the PL5, I started it on April 8th, 2022. It was up 12%. The S&P was down about 6% during that time frame. And now in this year to date, up 3.6, with the S&P up 14. So you can see the S&P is outperforming here. I do have about half the drawdowns as the S&P. So the S&P is still outperforming a little bit. Now the S&P is up pretty good, 14% year to date. Overall, since I started trading the system April 8th, I'm up 16.2. The S&P is up about 7, so outperforming since the inception of the trade. Okay, that would be for the Premier Level 5. One thing I like about the Premier Level 5 is it doesn't take very much time, uh, maybe 15 minutes a week. So it's a great trade system. All right, let's talk about the safe wheel, and we'll do some live trading. Let's see if I can get into the safe wheel account. Yeah, you can see it's 6509. This is the net lick. 6509. 6509. And what was the S&P? 436.47. Okay. So with the safe whale, you can see 2022 outperformed. I started this in January 2022, up 21%, S&P down 19. This year up 7%, S&P up 14, about half the drawdown. So it's about on. Since inception, the system is up 30% and the S&P is down 8% since January of 2022. So vastly outperforming with half the volatility. So the safe wheel is a very good system. I mean, you can see that it's good. It's black and white rules. Let's take this out of the way here. And do have a link in the description if you're interested in the safe wheel in terms of just getting everything at once rather than watching the live streams and learning a little bit at a time. I have the flow chart available. There's a link in the description. It's about $89. Gives you the whole complete system. All right, which is better than the traditional wheel, by the way. The traditional wheel is very risky. Okay, so let's get into what happened last week. So I moved into DKNG for the first time, and I sold a put. Well, first thing I did was I bought my put hedge. So I own this put hedge. As you can see, I have 150 days left. And then last week, I sold where are we? DK 2450 put, and DKNG ended at 2451. So I did not get assigned. And so I owned, so basically my put went away and I just collected and kept all that premium. So now I'm going to start the wheel over again, the traditional wheel on top of my put hedge. So my put hedge is not under 100 days and my strike is within 70% of the price of DKNG. So my put hedge is still valid. It's still good. It's still usable. So now that I have my put hedge on, I'm going to use the traditional wheel and I'm going to go into DKNG and I'm going to sell a put. So let's see here. Oops. So I'm going to go into the nearest expiration. Now, today is Tuesday, not Monday. So these could be a little lower price than usual. And that's okay because we have one less day of depreciation. Okay. So right now we're trading at 24.50. So if I went right at the money, I'd get $50. I'm going to come into the 24s and get $28 to $32. So I'm out of the money and I'm going to collect at least 1% or close to it. So I'm going to sell one of these. I'm going to do one because I have between $5,000 and $10,000. So I do 3 put hedges and one contract on the wheel, the actual wheel. So the mid price is 30. I'll try to get 31. See if I can sell this. And of course, I'm in the nearest expiration. The one expires on Friday. Okay, good. So I collected $31 there. Now I need to protect this put hedge. So I'm going to buy a long call. I won't pay more than $6. I don't think I'll be able to get that one. I'll go to the 27. And it looks like I'm going to pay $5 just for one. So now I'm going to protect my hedge. Okay. And here's another thing. I don't know if there's anyone else that does live trading, actual live trading, like you see every trade that I make, or on Twitter, you'll see what I'll do with this long call. See, on this long call, I'm going to come in on Friday and make a decision. If DKNG is higher than 27 towards the end of the week before this expires, I'll sell it. If not, I won't. So that's the only live trade that you don't actually see me make, but you can see it on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter at Carl Dahm, you'll know what I do with that long call. So everything I do with this account right here has been traded live right in front of you. I haven't made any trades in this account that have not been fully publicly shown. And I think that's pretty rare. I don't know if anyone else does that. There might be a couple people, but I'm the only one that's been doing this since 2019, sharing my P&L. All right. Also, again, follow me on Twitter. Okay. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, but at least hit that like button. It's pretty easy to do. Just go over, hit it. Helps out the channel a lot. Helps get this information to more people, because I want to get everyone to understand that why would you buy a course from someone if they don't share their P&L? Like, you're not seeing the whole picture. You're only seeing the good trades, but you're not seeing the bad trades. You're not seeing the real situation. So why not force people? I know I want people to show their P&L. These instructors, they need to share their P&L. And the only best way to do that is to help my channel grow, to get this information to other people so they can ask their potential instructor to share their P&L. And if they don't share it and they have some excuse, I wouldn't buy from them. Okay, let's get into the questions or comments. I appreciate you guys, Dave, Walter, VFX, and Tron. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Francis, how you doing? Mary, wish you successful streaming. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jerry, I got assigned last week. Oh, that's interesting. You got assigned and I didn't. Okay. Well, you're doing pretty good. I mean, I'm sure you can get some pretty good premium. And you're on the call side. You probably sell the $25 and get some decent premium there. So if you get called away above that, you still make money. Interesting that you got assigned and I didn't, because DKNG ended at 24.51, 1 cent above the potential assignment. Will, what's the best time to put on a run into earnings play? I've been doing 2 weeks from earnings. I think you do 1 week. Any recommendations? Yeah, I recommend you come into my free training on Thursday, 9 a.m. There's a link in the description there that you can sign up, and I'll get into the details on that. You're going to see a lot of details on how I do that. Kevin, good morning from Lakeview. Good morning, Kevin. Let's see, Joseph, I hear you. Thanks for the lesson. You are welcome. Tron, I didn't get assigned. Okay, so some people got assigned, some people did not. I did not get assigned. So I think that's interesting. Let's see, Will, I got assigned. Okay, interesting. So you got assigned on Weevil, but not on Toss. And then Tasty Trade, people got assigned. Interesting. There are some fees associated with getting assigned, so maybe the brokers are a little bit motivated to get you assigned. I'm not sure why that happened that way. I would have thought that nobody got assigned because it did not end up in the money. Whoops. And Will, I'll be there. Great, Will. Great. I appreciate that. Walter, shiny penny seems to win viewers. Yes, the shiny penny syndrome. Greed trumps over honesty. Very disappointing. Appreciate you. Thank you, Walter. Appreciate that. Joseph, did not get assigned. Did you use Toss? What's your broker? And Charles did not get assigned. And what was your broker? Oh, okay. Charles says Thinkorswim. So possibly Joseph probably uses Thinkorswim also. It'd be interesting if he wasn't on Thinkorswim. TD, yeah, TD. Yeah, it was interesting that some of you guys got assigned on this, but we're doing quite well with it. I mean, it's just early on, but DKNG is doing well. I like that it just stayed right there. We're right around the assignment price. That's good. Collecting some good premium here. Tron, TD for you. So Tron, you didn't get assigned and you used TD. Yeah, it looks like everyone that used TD did not get assigned. Very interesting. Guess there's only one way to know how that works is if we have a bunch of us trading it and with using different brokers, we can realize, what happens behind the scenes. Okay, good. I just want to make this announcement again one more time. This is the last time I'll be making this announcement. I have a special invitation for a free training I'm conducting later on this week, Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific. And on this training, I will reveal the trading plan that grew my small account by 85% in just 18 months. And I'll also be giving away not one, but two unique trading edges that you can leverage to reliably grow your account. And this will be the first time I'm revealing the inner workings of this proprietary trading system. So you don't want to miss out. To get the early bird notification list, uh, be one of the first people invited to this free training, simply head to real-pl/edge or just see the link in the description. Tron, really looking forward to the training. Yes, I am too. Appreciate that. Okay, I don't see any further questions about anything. Nothing else. So I'm going to go ahead and work towards the end of the broadcast. One thing I always like to say, if the P&L is not real, what else are they trying to conceal? Okay, we'll see you guys on Thursday, 9 a.m.